will my data have any issue, or will I have any problem if I move to AL32 UTF-8? If it's a super short set, what you're saying is that I won't have any problems, right? Well, it depends. And let's see in this short video why you might have problems even when you move to the Unicode standard. So here on the left part and on the right part, I have two different databases. And all the commands that I type, I will type to the both screens. So here I'm getting the Oracle seed, and I'm connecting on both databases. Now let's check what is the short set of each of them. One is with Western European, and on the right we have UTF-8. I will create a table that can handle one character only, and I will insert in that table the euro sign. So now I do a select on the table, I see the euro sign there. And now when I do a dump on that column, we see that the size of this euro sign is 3 bytes on the right and 1 byte only on the left. So UTF-8, it will occupy 3 bytes. Now, if I insert the small letter A and do a select again, I see now I have the letter A and the euro sign in my table on both sides. And comparing the length of them, and length B is to get the length in the binary representation. We see that on the right in UTF-8, euro sign has 3, while small letter A is only 1. Now let's create another table with 30 size in my character, and here I'm not specifying if it's character or bytes, and by default it will get the length semantics, which is by default bytes in my database, meaning this table can handle up to 30 bytes. And then I insert again the euro sign on it, I commit and I do a select, I see the euro sign on both sides here. And now I will insert 10 times the euro sign again on that table. Now when I compare the length in binary, I see that on the right, on UTF-8, it's already with 30 bytes occupied, which is the same as the limit I have for this varchar2 column. Let's say now I try to insert 11 instead of 10, and now I have a problem on the right in UTF-8 that I didn't have on Western European short set. Okay, so here I see the contents of my table. My table on the right, UTF-8, doesn't have this new row. Now imagine, this is a very good case. Imagine if I was moving this table from the Western European short set to UTF-8 in a table that has the limit of the column of 30 bytes. Then I would have a problem because the euro sign representation in UTF-8 is bigger than in Western European short set, which is a short set that is optimized for European characters. That's why the euro sign on that character set is only 1 byte. Okay? So how do I predict that before I move my data? We have the database migration assistant for Unicode that we call DMU. With that tool that's available in my Oracle support, you can scan, you can get a report, and you can fix in advance before moving your database to another target system that has a different character set. When you run this tool, there are multiple actions that this report can give. Can be need no conversion, meaning the byte representation for that character is the same on the third character set, meaning you don't need to change it. Can be needs conversion if you need to convert the byte representation because it has a different encoding on the third target set. It will be also invalid binary representation if you have any inconsistency on the source system or at seed column limits and at seed data type limit. That's the case I just showed you in the video. If you're moving to a target system that the table will not be able to handle that character after you change that character set, then you would have this error in DMU. So DMU can be used to detect upfront any problem that you would be having when moving a dump file to a different character set. So always use DMU before you export the data to a different character set. Now let's talk about, for example, a partitioner key. This is another side effect that can happen when you move your database to a different character set. When you move to a different character set, the comparison, let's say you have a range partition that compare using a string. The binary collation might change when you compare strings in a different character set. So maybe a row that you insert in a table in one database will go to a different partition when you insert in that same table in a different database. Again, if you use range partition, and these ranges are based on characters, meaning all the rows that has that column lower than ABC will go to that partition. So as this ABC comparison is done using binary collation, then you might have a problem.